100 tiles, round 23. 100 tiles is part of this balanced breakfast. Here's our initiative. Turn 1 yellow. Yellow moves forward 2 to hit the spatial breach and becomes unstable. Now, if they change universes, they will be sent to a May universe. Whatever that means. I have never been more excited and terrified in all my life. Turn 2 orange. Blue's fate shift stole orange's 4, so they were left with a 2. This puts them on tile 55. Teleport to any square you've previously visited. Orange selects tile 67, which does nothing new, but it does put them well ahead of the others. Turn 3 black. Taking a 2, I'm going to tile 71, which, if you recall, was hinted at not being blank. Roll a d6 and swap that number of melee selected blank tiles in front of you with melee selected defined tiles behind you. Also, the board is now primed. Now, I suppose we must address the question, what does melee mean? There are several definitions of the word, but they often invoke possibility, power, or will. I think the most pertinent interpretation is willfully, which implies that I get to select those tiles. Kind of boring, but there really isn't much you can do with an adverb anyway. My roll is a 3. Here are the tiles that I am swapping. I'm fully aware that my chosen tiles and placement makes my strategy blatantly obvious, but that doesn't matter. I just want this tile to be hit. Oh, and the board is primed again. This sends me back to 67, but the D-priming doesn't happen because of Indomitable, so the board stays primed. Have fun with that. Turn 4 pink. Pink jumps forwards onto tile 64, which is another spatial breach tile. Pink and yellow are both unstable. I guess everyone is really interested in the May universe. Turn 5 green. Green moves backwards 4 onto trigger any tile again. Okay green, just rip the bandage off. What are we dealing with this time? Trigger every tile of your color. Wait, what? Haven't you already been doing that? You do realize this is going to reveal and destroy all of your traps, right? Fine. But we're doing the lightning round. Buckle up. 30. There are no May players. 41. Green has immunity from a lot of tile effects now. 44. Wait, you made 2 of these? Hold on. That means we enter an infinite loop. Okay, don't panic. Time for a new ruling. The loop executes once and then terminates, the rest of infinity condensing into itself. This thing is questionably stable. Here, Green, you can have it. Green has gained 1 infinity. The effect chain continues beyond the infinite loop. 49. Oh, come on! Well, this one doesn't result in any infinite loops, but it's a doozy. A bunch of tiles are added to the chain. 14. Toggling off image perms for myself. Moving on. 2. Yeah, I'm a player on this tile, we get it. 17. Green chooses 1 and e to the power of I times pi? Okay, I draw the line at complicated math equations. Oh, apparently this just evaluates to -1. Sure, whatever, not questioning it. 1 is replaced with -1. 20. Green adds counterpart to Limbo 64 so that it now reads, a player is added to the game on this counterpart tile. I guess that would make them start on Alpha's tile 64. Wait, this one's green too. 2 more instances of tile 2. 13. Green chooses Alpha tile 43, the red one. Worth noting though, the tile Green is currently on is the one that says trigger any tile. So that's what Alpha 43 has now. 2. Yellow is dead. Not big surprise. Wait a second. Yellow is unstable and they're changing universes to go to hell, which means they're sent to a May universe. Time to finally work this one out. What the heck is a May universe? I mean, obviously, it refers to the state of the board as it was in May. We'll check in with them later. 17. Green selects Red's Homunculus's jump back to owner effect. Rabbit is back with red. Okay, that's all of the within 5 tiles effects, back to the main chain. 57. Green obtains 1 Korok seed. 87. Green chooses the imaginary numbers ruling. Moving I spaces makes you move to the universe created most recently after this universe. Imaginary numbers are no longer illegal, and there is no other effect getting rid of them. 5 and 6 are replaced with -I and I again. 97. Green is transported to Limbo's tile 0. 0. The player the largest number of tiles away from you is in a different universe, and you cannot leave Limbo, so nothing happens. 98. Another one? You would put 2 of these right next to tile 100. That's all of Green's trap tiles in Alpha onto the Limbo tiles. 14. Toggling off image perms for bots. 2. 17. Green swaps 2 and 3/2 plus a J/2? Stop putting letters in my numbers! So this is a split complex number. J² = 1, so J can be either 1 or -1. Here, a 2 can be treated as either 1 or 2. 20. Green adds die to tile 59. Landing here kills you. Fun. 43. Green abolishes main track tile 72. Green really wants to make these numbers stick. 2 more 2s. You spin me right around, baby, right round. 13. Green swaps with Hell 7. So now tile 0's effect is in Hell. This totally isn't going to cause any problems. 2. Red is dead. So much for redemption. Red is actually sent to Hell. 17. Green triggers Pink's Divine Smite. Since green is the entity that triggered this effect, green is knocked back 5 spaces to 22, which activates immediately. 22. So funny story, because of this reason, pause if you want to read it, only one trap can be made and it's greens, on tile 1. Also green gains 1 more infinity. 13. Green swaps the trigger any tile back into limbo. 42. Green gains 1 infinity. 64. Well, it's that time again. I'm not even sure my Pawn Maker is fully charged. Well, that settles that, I guess. Lime has joined the game on Alpha Tile 64. Stay tuned to find out how this could be you. Also, there are no more classes available, so Lime doesn't get one just yet. Maybe that will change. And that wraps up Green's wild ride. For real. No further effects. Green has 3 infinities, numbers are all over the place, so many tiles have changed, it's an absolute mess. All of Green's exposed tiles on the main track are destroyed, and Green's abomination of a turn is finally over. Turn I Blue. Blue advances to tile 66. Let's get some color on this side of the board. The first player to activate this tile and the player who defined this tile cannot die or be killed. Basically makes players immortal and unable to become mortal again. Hey, be careful what you wish for. Immortality comes at a cost, you know. Turn 7 Red. Red now has a -I. I am so done with imaginary numbers. I now moves you to the universe created most recently after the one you're in, so it stands to reason that -I goes chronologically backwards. Also, because things get very weird if we allow hopping to and from Hell while there are corpses on the board, here's a new ruling. If you leave Hell and you have a corpse, this counts as respawning. Red respawns at their corpse, and their turn ends immediately. Turn 8 Purple. Purple now also has a -I, which is 1 -I thanks to Jack of all trades. The -I component takes them to the May universe. It's time to finally take a look at this universe. Looks like it copied the board state of Round 9, May 11th, in this case the Delta universe. So this universe is officially May 11 Delta. Purple moves to May 11 tile 53. Stunts time! Either do a cartwheel or a backflip. And this version of the board is primed, so they are primed to 47. Jetpack! You got a jetpack! At any time going forward, you may choose to use your jetpack to rocket forward. Purple goes back in time and all they want to do is fly and do cool stunts. Good for you for staying optimistic at a time like this. A turn. The purple A plows through 3 players. It becomes blue, as blue is the last person hit. Pink is knocked back 3 and land on their tile 61, which changes the effect of being unstable. This also affects all tiles that cause the status. Lime is knocked back 4. Lime does not yet have a soul, and yet they have knowledge. So on their first round, they can actually pick any role. Nice. Blue is also knocked back 3. 63 is blank, so nothing happens. The orange A moves forward. Since tile 100 exists, A turns around and starts moving backwards. It lands on tile 94. This one is blank and takes on orange's effect. This tile summons a fork bomb, which causes each player to gain a fork when activated. Fork? Bomb? I have a fork. I have a bomb. Fork bomb. I'm done! Here's the next round's rolls while I take a long nap. But first, new player time. Here's how this is gonna go down. It's basically the same as last time, except with a few additions. That's it. Send me your actions and your applications, do the YouTube stuff, and I'll see you in round 24. Good luck, players.